Bombastic. Smoke of the grass. Cowboy Dan, clink of the glass. Take a puff, feel the wonder. Rhino blitz, crash of thunder. Hear the shoreline crack. Head in a jar, still running the band. Rhino stampede through the sand. Yeah, yeah. You're a dog, da da da. Woke up, rolled up body blonde, real fat and thick. Brain in a bottle, but the mind hits quick. Cartoon ink in the veins and computer glow. A safari with rhino blitz and the wild winds blow. Hooves in the surf, hear the shoreline smash. Not a stampede, no, we call it.
Did the music stop?
Yeah.
All right, no worries, no worries. Hey, howdy, hey. Ooh, there we go.
We're lost in the smoke, but the signal's clear. If the jar starts rattling, pull a crowd in near. No beat, no panic, just rhythm and truth. Yo, broski, did I offend you? No, pass the proof. Jars in the block, raise it up, let it roar. Rhino blitz, thunder, shaking sea and shore. Who's got the sauce? Who's bringing the fire? Skank it, stomp it, turn glass to water. Jars in the block, don't touch the crack. Reyes on a mic, rhinos on a dash. Jars in the block, don't touch the crash. Chaos on a mic, rhinos on a dash. The wild, she always bites while the horns stay rude. We on safari, rocking it right. Let the jungle show you something new. Jar clinks time like a countdown bell. Rock out with your mullet out. You better scream, ah, primal, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rhino hide stick, skin tough is low. Charge the beat, make the ground warm more. If the waves talk back, we answer with bass. Crash a broken glass, yeah, we own this place. Don't slip, don't crack. Say
Hey, it's all right. We can edit that later. No worries, no worries. Hey, howdy, hey, boys and girls. KJ Cowboy Dan here with Rhino Blitz. We are doing our first inaugural demo episode. Sorry about the glitch. You know, that's why we do a demo show, is so that way we can iron out all the wrinkles, get rid of that glitchy jank. And we lost track of what we were doing because our theme song, which you can actually hear via Spotify tonight at midnight, you'll be releasing that theme song, and we'll also be able to hear it on suno.com/KJ Cowboy Dan. I am here with Rhino Blitz. Rhino, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Hey, party people. I'm here in the studio with my little brother, Raph. He's a good friend of mine, and we're both up and coming streamers and content creators. What's good? What's good, people?
What's good? What's good?
What's good? Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. This is a brand new podcast put on by me and KJ Cowboy Dan. So welcome. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. I know I said that like in double stance, but demo episode and all. So we're just getting out the kinks for this. Obviously, we already had one technical issue. Seems like all my shows have been having technical issues lately, but that's why we have preparation and soft launches and demo episodes until we get it all worked out, right?
Which brings us to our first point. But before we get to our first point, I want you guys to say hi to Raph. He's a pretty good guy, and he's going to be rocking out with us tonight. Raph, tell us about yourself. Where can we find you? What channels? Where? TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch?
Just Discord right now. I'm on the Bluff channel on Discord. Is where I first started playing. This is a match, right?
No.
No, we're just talking. Okay. Well, me and my brother, we play a card game, and so like we pretty much do a bit of our planning and stuff through Discord. So ever want to reach out to us, can hit us up on the Bluff.
You rock out magic?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yes.
For those
Yeah,
people who
he's
are,
a part time co-host on the Commander Nation show on Around the Bluff guys. He's going to be doing a lot of content with us on the channel on my channel Around the Bluff, so you can catch him quite often. He'll be a reoccurring face of the channel.
Thank you for having me.
one of our Around the Bluff panelists and co-hosts. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's an
Now,
Around the Bluff panelist. Yep.
for those people who know what Around the Bluff is, we don't have to tell you, but Around the Bluff, for those people who don't know, is a up and coming podcast that we're working on. And this week's show, we covered the lawsuit between Hasbro and Magic the Gathering. It was wild covering that. We were supposed to talk about a few other topics, but it was so big it took up the entire cast.
Yeah, it was a very very potent episode. Potent would be the word I'd use. It was very graphic, very very intuitive on knowledge seeking and getting the speculations out the door, because a lot of us had that wrong and speculated in the wrong way, and we got the actual scoop on that if you tuned in Saturday to that episode. But briefly, Around the Bluff is a pop culture variety show that I run with a number of panelists along with KJ Cowboy Dan. He's my co-host as well for that, and Raph is a panelist as well. I have a good team together of people, and we run a channel that covers comics, anime, video games, trading card games, mostly Magic though, the Gathering. We'll eventually allude to maybe some other card games down the road. We'll be having live interviews, live performances. I got people on talks and on books to start doing that, and talks with a lot of people for that. So that'll all be upcoming on Around the Bluff as a whole. The interviews and live performances will be on our after hours show, and then we have our Magic Forum Commander Nation, which is anything to do with Magic, and our Deck Tech building show Mana Curve. That's once a month on Thursdays, once a month, the third Thursday of every month. So you can catch that, and it'll also push out pre-records and edited records as well.
Yeah, we'll get more into that a little bit later. But first, I want to welcome into our chat the one and only Super Fast Tortoise in the house. Super Fast.
Super Fast Tortoise.
Yeah. Yeah, Super Fast Tortoise. If you get a chance, I want everybody who's watching in the VOD here later to make sure that you find Super Fast Tortoise on YouTube and give him a follow. And I have a show to recommend for you guys. It is the In the Morning. It's In the Shell morning coffee show. You guys got to watch it. It's great. Woot woot. Yeah.
Woot.
So for those of guys in the watching in the VOD later, you're gonna love that show. Go in the mornings. They talk about Magic the Gathering. They talk about some of the news. Then standard morning show talk as well. A little bit of pop culture, a little bit of everything. Give them some love. Go and give Superfast some love.
Thank you, KJ. Appreciate you doing that for him, man. I would have done the same. So I appreciate you going ahead and giving Superfast Tortoise a shout out. And,
we love Superfast Tortoise
over
here.
For those of you who don't know how I got my start in streaming, is Superfast Tortoise. He is the main contributor to my success as a growing artist and content creator. So I'd like to give that shout out to Superfast as well.
Well, Superfast was there for us all. Superfast was there for me as well when I started out as well. I was hanging out with Mr. DJ Longhair, and Superfast said, "What are you doing in the mornings?" And I said, "I'm drinking my coffee. What are you doing in the mornings?" And next thing I know, I was hanging out for about a year with them. And who knows, maybe come back and visit again sometime. Who knows? But anyhow, I want to let everybody know. I think Rhino agrees with me on this. But what do you guys, chat or anybody else, want to see from Jars on the Bluff? We are a chat and chill style show where we will be talking about anything and everything. We're not going to have like a regular scheduled plan unless there's like something big out there.
This is all winging it and just having fun and vibing.
A lot of what we're going to be talking about is what's going on in our area, what we've seen going on at our LGSs, our comic book shops. Maybe if we even hit up a
Art
concert,
gallery, anything like we
anything. It could.
anything and everything that we're interested in.
So, pretty much, we got everything in the jar for you, from comics to cards to
Hobbies.
hobbies, particularly. And heck, we might even talk about one of the few things that grind our gears that week. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, and thanks for providing your time to give us your time because like we're new, we're nothing yet. So those of you that have showed up and those of you that,
Oh,
that are devoting your time, thank you.
oh
You know,
yeah.
we're new at this. We're learning. We got our growth spurts to go through, and you know, this is a grind. And I'm here. I'm here for the ride, and I'm here to take you guys along with. My following on YouTube is the Crash. So those of you who want to follow me on YouTube, I'm at the Real Rhino Blitz at YouTube and the Real Rhino Blitz at Twitter and the Real Rhino Blitz at Twitch. Yeah.
You got it. You got it. In other words, follow the shills and follow us all. Because I'll tell you what, no matter where you're going to be watching from, whether it be Twitch or YouTube, we're going to have a little bit of fun at all points in time. Hey, Raph, let me ask you a question. What have you done fun this week? Tell me about your week. Did you do anything worth mentioning? Did you go and, I don't know, see any good concerts? Did you go see a good movie?
Um, I mean, I tend to be helpful, so my days are filled with adventure and exciting new things
Oh, adventure.
more often than they're not. So, let's say the most entertaining and family fun thing I had was, I guess, my daughter losing teeth and skating for the first time, roller skating for the first time as a father with a baby girl. You know,
Hello.
doing things, and
Good
it's a fun
times.
experience, and look forward to things like that. My brother here, we do things
Let me
like
ask, roller skating or ice skating?
rollers, the
Oh, roller.
wheels.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on uncle duty and scheduling play dates with the kids, and yeah, it's been fun. But like I'm running my own studio, and I got kids upstairs in the background, and watching kids and taking care of kids in the kitchen. And hey, welcome Lone Wolf. Thanks for stopping by.
Lone Wolf. Woo! How you doing, buddy? Lone Wolf.
Yeah, and yeah, so we just a very family oriented group of guys. You know, we got all the members and panelists that we have are all good friends, fast friends, new friends, old friends. We're all just a big knucklehead group of people trying to do the same thing, get content up, build a community, and just spread love and spread joy and spread adventure and good times.
So
That,
I want to get back to roller skating with the kids.
Absolutely, roller skating
You know,
is one of my
we
favorite.
we have a lot of time to talk about content, but let's talk about roller skating with the kids. Now, I remember a lot of times when I had the privilege of being around my kid. Now I get to live. Now my kid's taking care of me instead of me taking care of my kid, and it's great because I get to be around him again. Uh, and those years when our kids are young, we'll never get those back. So we do prize them as much as we possibly can, and watching your kid learn to roller skate, man, that is something right there. I mean, that's like magic.
Yeah, it's magic. Like, I mean, I don't have any kids of my own. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. My girlfriend has two kids, two teenagers, basically. So I have my hands full with like stepping up and being like a good role model for them. But I don't have any kids of my own yet. Who knows? Maybe one day. But I'm a good uncle, good responsible person, getting more responsible, and I like taking them scootering and like taking them out on the bikes. They love it. They have a lot of fun. Um, we want to take them fishing and stuff like
Yeah,
that too. That's the
a nice
next
one.
big thing when
Yeah.
the weather breaks. We want to take the kids fishing, camping, boating, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Always a good time to get that grill warmed up, man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Good time, yeah.
I got a nice grill to cook on. Nice big grill. Very
oh
fancy grill.
man, a good time for a good barbecue is always fun.
Oh yeah. I be cooking it up on the grill. I'm a real meister.
My dad, this is, by the way, this is a more adult themed show, but we do talk about family and we do talk about a lot of other things. We will talk about just about everything.
Yeah.
Uh, but my dad, when we used to do a barbecue, like he'd put those steaks out on the grill, and while he's barbecuing, he'll have his Miller High Life or Miller Genuine Draft or his Budweiser, and he'll like go, "Whoops, I spilled a little bit on the meat there," and he'll pour his beer out right up on top of the meat just to keep it from getting too dry. And he said, "This right here is for the adults. This one's for the adults." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember those
Yeah.
monikers back in the day with the grandparents and moms and dads. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've been there where we were at like Christmas or Easter or and we get the little pour of the liquor in our cup.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually know about that. Part of my family is Italians, and so if you didn't have a little bit of the wine, that was sacrilege. And then the other side of my family is a bunch of rednecks. So if you didn't have a little sip of the whiskey or the beer, that was also sacrilege. But
I'm I'm in my ancestry. I'm like Danish, like a Dane,
yeah, yeah.
and like Vikings, basic Viking heritage, and I'm also Native American and a little German and whatnot, and some other. I'm a mutt, but I subscribe to my Viking heritage at the most, and my Native American heritage the most. I'm also Irish, and I used to speak Gaelish growing up, and I don't speak Gaelish anymore because my grandmother passed away. I don't even utter a word of Gaelic, and I used to speak my Native American languages too, and I don't speak them as much anymore either, because both my grandparents passed away. My grandmother and my grandmother are no longer with us, so I just don't speak my languages anymore. But not to put a damper on it. But it was a favorite thing to do, talking with the family and my languages and stuff. And it's
Right.
just sad that I don't have anybody to really speak that with anymore.
No,
I'm
no.
Chickahominy. I don't know if you know what Chickahominy is. It's a branch of Cherokee and Sioux Indian. Um, there's not many of us, so it's hard to find people that speak my language.
Going back towards the family and barbecue. Uh, Now, we all live within about an hour of each other, but
Yeah, yeah,
most of the people who will be watching in the VODs here and probably watching now, they're about a little distance away from where we're at. And we just got another snowstorm last night.
we did. Oh,
That
that
was
was
the
fun.
semester.
That was a snowstorm. Everyone else got hit with a blizzard.
Yeah,
I'm not
Crazy,
kidding. I'm
bro.
not kidding. Everyone else got hit with a blizzard, dog.
yeah. New York got
Two
New
feet.
York. They got blizzard. They barely just been able to finally shovel out the snow out of that city, and then it just like hit them again.
It's 2 feet of snow. They have driver restrictions. Only emergency vehicles allowed on the road right now.
Yeah. But we got a little bit of snow. Like I think it was like almost 2 inches here, and then now it's already halfway melted off by the end of
Yeah,
the day.
ours is almost melted.
Yeah, where it took like almost a month for that last snowstorm, actually 3 weeks for it to melt off.
Yeah.
It turned into big
Yeah.
old ice sheets and just didn't want to do anything. But I remember back when we were young. Remember National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Yeah. Who doesn't remember anything National Lampoons,
All
man?
right. Well, remember the crazy brother who brings his his motorhome in, and he's emptying out the gray matter tank into the sewer.
Yeah.
Well, that's my family. When it snows, my family breaks out the hot tub, or and sits in the hot tub with the snow coming down right at them. Well, it's not going to keep
And having,
affect the water.
having a hot tub in the snow sounds like a good time.
Oh yeah, the
Sounds
snow
like-
melts before it even hits the hot tub. It's great.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
And my dad will sit there and he'll pull out the barbecuer when it's snowing.
I like to barbecue when it's snowing too, but
Oh, yeah.
I don't get to do it as often as I'd like to.
You know,
I mean, it's colder. It's easier to grab stuff with your hand and flip them. You know,
Just flick it with your hand. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know, I mean, and so like our barbecues were wild during the winter season. It's like, okay, we're gonna break out the barbecue. It's snowing like crazy, but I don't care. We're gonna break out the barbecue, and you know these the way our families celebrate has always been like wild. I mean, like I'll tell people, and they're like, "Really, your family's like that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know, it's fun little redneck stuff. We have fun. We barbecue, we drink, and we enjoy the family." Hold on a second. Hold on a second. My cat is yelling at me. Hush, buddy. Yeah. I have a fat orange cat who.
Oh, a tabby cat.
adorable.
You got a tabby cat.
No, he's tabby. He's like just a standard Garfield looking character, you know. And always like once you can barely see a bit of the bottom of the bowl, he's I'm starving. You can still get food in there. Come on.
My dog that I have is the same. She runs out of her food and there's a little bit in it, and she looks at me like, "Where's more?"
Yeah.
I'm like, you get more in like 3 hours, and then you'll get your hard food for the night. That's what I tell her. I'm like, I feed my dog twice a day, like some soft food, like a little bit of soft food, and then I leave her twice a day a bowl of hard food out in the day, and because she's a big dog, she's like 85 pounds. Like, and stocky, fit though, 85 pounds.
Right.
She's a big dog.
We gotta love our pets. Pets are just as much family. Since we're
There's
talking about family,
so much family, and there's so much, so lovable, so endearing. Animals are. I'm a big animal lover in general, except for like spiders. I like spiders. I don't think anybody likes spiders.
yeah, I don't know. Spiders pay rent, if you ask me. If I see a spider and it's a healthy friggin' spider living up in the corner of my wall, I'm gonna let him stay there. You know why? Not because he's gonna bite me or anything, but because he's been eating the other bugs. And as long as you have
I get that.
if you have a healthy spider, then you have a place that needs to have spiders, because the healthier the spider, the more bugs he's been eating. And let's let him keep eating them bugs.
Yeah,
I got you, but I just don't
I
like.
hear that.
I just don't like certain ones.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, we don't want a brown recluse living in our bed, of course. You know,
That's what I mean. Like, I don't like poisonous spiders.
but give me a big old wolf spider, you know, a little some sort of as long as it's not one of them Australian. You heard of these Australian spiders, the bird-eating spiders?
Yep.
You know, these things are they got a thorax the size of a baseball.
Yep. Yeah.
I hear you got one banging around at your place right now.
My brothers, when they were overseas in Africa, yeah, they saw that. They saw them things.
Crazy.
They stopped in Australia and they saw them things.
Oh man, I don't know. You know, if I guess if I saw a spider that was that big, I'd probably double
Like as
think.
big as my arm.
I would absolutely double think things.
That would be wild. Tourist says spider can live outside.
Yeah, the spider can live outside. If I can put a leash on it, I'm not sure if the neighbors are going to be too thrilled. What is that? You got a giant spider? No, that's a chihuahua. That thing has way too many legs to be a chihuahua. No, I said that's what it had for dinner.
Malcolm Taylor, welcome, welcome. Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, Malcolm. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the first episode of Jars on the Bluff. Today is our demo episode, a little chat and chill. Feel free to let us know what you'd like to see from Jars on the Bluff, as we're going to eventually cover everything from pop culture to trading cards to comic books and even just everyday stoner life and whatnot. So feel free just to let us know what you like, and also strike up in chat anything that you like to talk about. We'll give us some topics, and we'll be happy.
Oh, it's Pappy. It's my buddy Pappy. Hey, Pappy.
Hey, Pappy. The correct way to say that is "Hey, Pappy."
Yeah. It's
Sorry.
it's a friend of mine on Discord that's tuning in.
Right on. Right
So,
on.
yeah.
Right on. So today, the whole concept of today is work out all the scuff, and we already had a little bit of scuff, as we should. And you guys missed the opening credits. We missed the opening credits even because it was janking about, and it was playing fine and dandy before the show.
Yeah, it was fine and dandy before the show.
But
It was nice and crisp. And I even timed it right this time, and it's
But we'll work on that. We're going to work on getting the theme song up. Like I said, our theme song, for those people who want to listen to it, will be available on Spotify, spotify.com/KJ Cowboy Dan, and you'll be able to listen to it tonight at midnight. Hopefully, it uploads soon enough. If not, you'll also be able to find our theme song on suno.com/KJ Cowboy Dan. And eventually, once I get everything all set up, Rhino will have a full version of the music video for his YouTube page as soon as I finish the music video.
Yep. It'll be on my YouTube page. All of this is a collaboration between everything that you guys see between me and KJ Cowboy Dan is a collaboration and partnership.
We're just goofing around. We're goofing around. We're having a little bit of fun. You make it sound like work. Oh,
I don't mean to make it sound like work. I just mean like so people don't get confused.
We don't like that word around
we're
here.
all collaborators and
we don't
team members.
We don't like things that make it sound like work. I'm a
We're
professional.
laid back. We're chill.
I'm a professional procrastinator, and if there's something I can put off for another day, you can pay me for that, and I will say, hey. Sorry. My daddy didn't raise a quitter. He just raised a procrastinator.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a procrastinator too.
Yeah. So we were talking about family and whatnot. And one of the best things I like to do with my family is always go see a movie.
Oh, yeah.
And unfortunately, after the pandemic, a lot of the movie theaters skyrocketed in price. A lot of people can't afford to go to the movies, and particularly a lot of people don't frequent the theater as much as they used to be able to. Not only because of price, but because there are not always as many good movies out as there used to be. But
no, there's not as many good movies out as it's like. Once every 2 years, we get a Marvel movie. Now, 2 movies in a year. We get one funny movie or 2 funny movies.
Oh, it's been even longer than 2 years from a Marvel movie. Everything.
It's been longer than that for
all the Marvel product, which has been released directly to Disney Plus, and lately, and there's been concern about whether or not they've been good. We're not going to get into that on this show, but
we're not getting that.
Hopefully on Wednesday night, we'll be able to get into that on Around the Bluff.
Yeah, hopefully.
But what was your first movie, Raph, that you went and saw that you can remember? Like
our first movie?
Yeah, that your first movie that you can remember that you can go like, hey, this sticks out in my mind.
I want to say I think I begged my mom really, really, really hard to see the first Spider-Man or the Transformers movie. I think it was the first Transformers movie that dropped out with Shia LaBeouf and what was the girl protagonist?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, gorgeous Megan Fox,
and Transformers, yeah.
In the Transformers one, and I loved it. I love it, and everybody still watches it today. So I beg for a good reason.
Super Fast Tortoise just wants to remind everybody that I do save my money when I go to the theaters because I bring my own popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
I'll eat from the bottom up. Give me extra butter up to the brim of my hat, please.
sorry, bottom discount.
Nice.
Uh,
Super fast.
See, the Transformers movie, good movie, and also one of the Spider-Man movies. My first movie I went to by myself was a comic book movie, and I'll get to that here in a second. What was your favorite movie, Rhino?
For favorite, I could give you two instances. Favorite movie I saw in theaters as by myself, and favorite movie I've seen. Favorite movie I've seen would be Boondock Saints.
Oh yeah,
Boondock Saints is the most epic, epic film.
and you saw that in theaters?
Saw that in theaters.
Right on, right on.
I got the chance to see that in theaters. It was a limited run, but I got to see it in theaters. And then technically first movie I saw by myself, like going to the movies by myself, was Spider-Man. The first one, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom
First,
let my brother go to Rundle Mills, which, if you're familiar in Maryland, it's at a mall here in Maryland, in Hanover, Maryland. And our mother dropped us off and let us go to the mall by ourselves and see the film. So that was the first movie I seen live by myself with somebody else and not having parental control. So that was cool.
what's the farthest back movie do you remember seeing in?
Farthest back movie seen in theaters would be Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Was the first actual movie I saw.
Good
in
movie. Good movie.
Good movie.
Yeah, I saw that with my uncle. I remember my uncle wanted to go see it. He liked good movies like that. Good guy. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
I remember my first movie that I saw by myself was me and my friend. We went to go see some animated movie, and I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't all that good. And at the same time was the 1989 Batman movie.
That was good. That was the year I was born.
And we snuck out of the other movie and snuck into Batman. And that was a great, man. Don't tell the people at AMC theaters I snuck in to see Batman because I didn't like the other movie. But hey, that was a long time ago. But we snuck into Batman, and I was already a comic book guy at that point in time. 89, like I had already started collecting comic books, and Batman was one of the ones that I really wanted to see, and we got a privilege to see it. Super Fast Tortoise says, I remember watching Jurassic Park in this thing called a drive-in theater. Double feature. I don't remember what the second film was. JP stole my heart. You know what?
That would have been a great movie to see in a drive-in.
That would have been a great movie to see in a drive-in theater. If they ever re-release the original Jurassic Park in a drive-in theater, I'm going to get myself a Land Rover and paint it to look like a Jurassic Park tour car and go sit in the Jurassic Park movie and pretend like I'm in Jurassic Park.
I want to go. I'm calling shotgun, bro.
Yeah, right. Let's hope it's a 3D version, so that way when that T-Rex is coming at you, you kind of want to put it in reverse. Hopefully, you don't freak out and rear end the car behind you. That's also at the drive-in theater. TCG Dude says, nice. Apparently, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 is getting a rescreening. Yes, it is, because TMNT 2 is coming upon its 30-year anniversary. Last year, they did the 30-year anniversary of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in theaters. I missed it, but I hope that when they do TMNT 2, and they do the re-release of Secret of the Ooze, that they do add like the very few deleted scenes that they have, because that would be nice for a classic re-release like that. And I think it's appropriate right now. Everything TMNT is getting released right now. Paramount just signed a contract with Mattel. There
Oh,
is,
really?
yeah, there's speculation. Now I know we're boys, and it doesn't matter to us. But there's speculation that Mattel is going to be doing a Barbie collection for the Channel 6 News, uh, featuring uh, April Barbie, Irma Skipper,
What?
yeah, and a Ken as the douchey reporter. I don't remember the guy's name right off the bat.
Yeah.
And they're going to also do a Ken doll that has a Casey.
Oh,
But this is speculation, mind you. They haven't confirmed it yet.
gotcha.
And for those people who know, the TMNT Magic Gathering set, and what I find even more interesting is the secret layer for Turtles.
Oh, I'm so down for the seal layers of Ninja Turtles. I want that cord of calling. I think it's called.
Yeah,
Cord of
yeah,
Calling. The
yeah.
last Ronin print one. That
yeah. One of the Last Ronin prints. There's 3 sets that I want. I want the Last Ronin stuff. I want the Kevin Eastman black and whites.
Yep.
And also the Kevin Eastman color sets. That's 15 cards that I want. I can deal without the rest. Although I might end up getting one of the TMNT starter sets.
Someone wanted to say hi, guys. My puppy wanted to say hi.
Hey, puppy.
Yeah, like, why are you ignoring me?
Yeah, but this is like the last 2 years have been like the last couple years have been hitting 30 years for like just about every marker for TMNT. Like they hit the 30-year marker for the cartoon series. They hit the 30-year marker for the movie. Now they're hitting the 30-year marker.
Yeah,
for
the art is fantastic.
Second one. Yeah, definitely want the TMNT secret layer, not because it's good, but because the art is indeed fantastic. Absolutely, I agree with you. First of all, they got Kevin Eastman, and what I've been noticing with a lot of these magic sets. Oh,
I'll be right back, AJ.
yeah, no problem. What I've been noticing with a lot of the magic sets lately is that the magic sets have not been including a lot of the original artists, particularly with like the Spider-Man stuff. You know, the Spider-Man stuff. While they did like do a couple of comic covers, they didn't bring in new art from the original artists. They brought in like magic artists, and
I was hearing about that.
yeah, it kind of disappointed me. I wasn't a big fan of that, and particularly since when I was hanging out with Tortoise on his show, and we had the first drop with X-Men, that was really awesome. And then they were teasing forever the Spider-Man stuff, and I was really looking forward to it. And now I'm just kind of like, meh, you know. A lot of people at my comic book shop, they were like kind of argumentative amongst each other about it. But this Ninja Turtle set really hits, especially the secret layer, really hits the spot for me with the Last Ronin and the Kevin Eastman, the black and whites, man. Just the way they did it in the old Mirage comics from the 80s. Yeah.
Right.
Do you dabble in comic books?
I had a comic book collection when I was a kid. Yeah, back in the 90s.
That's right. Back in the 90s, that's when comic books were rocking, man. That was
comic books and vinyls, bro. That's all I knew. And
oh yeah.
sources.
Yeah. Yeah, all about the comic books from the 90s, man. I'll tell you what, the art wasn't like all refined like the CG art that they're using nowadays with comic books, but I'll tell you what, those comic books from the 90s, man, they had like feel. The storylines actually felt like stories. Where
Yeah.
like I've been picking up comic books nowadays and I'm not feeling the storylines. I you know,
Well, a considerable amount of money went into the writing of a lot of these stories we enjoy, you know? It
yeah.
wasn't just easy work, and, you know, a lot of things probably went through a filter a couple times before they settled on things. You know, we
Oh,
deal with that kind of stuff all the time, you know?
you want to know what the filter was back in the 90s? Was like they had 8 different lines for Spider-Man going on at once. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah.
know now now it's like one main Spider-Man line, and then they have like these crossover issues that come out, or alternate universe lines. And while like Marvel's been dipping into the alternate universes for quite a few years now, I feel like uh, the multiverse has been overtouched upon.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, Rhino.
Hey,
For those people who don't remember, Rhino Blitz is my co-host. He disappeared for a minute because he had things to do, and now he's back, and he's brought a friend.
yeah, just a friend stopping by. Yeah.
Tell your friend to make his way to the middle in between, so that way
We want to just start for a second? Come on, just say hi.
come on over here and say
Just
hi.
wanted to say hi. He's just a guest, a guest coming over to the studio to hang out with us backstage.
Ah, hanging out in the green room. I gotcha.
Yeah, just hanging out in the green room. Yeah, Raph is probably going to leave us and catch up with him.
Things getting busy.
Hey, Raph, before you head out, though, is there anything you'd like to let anybody know? Is there any way that people can find you other than on Discord? So in case they want to join your following,
Discord. Yeah, sure. I'll
do you
post
have a
on
TikTok,
there.
or do you have a TikTok or a Insta?
I don't use that stuff, bro.
Ah, well, we'll have to get people to find. How do we find you on Discord?
No.
What's your
I can't
name?
even say that. Well, for was it monetization purposes, we won't discuss what my name is on Discord. I'm
Oh, yeah.
reachable, and
Yeah.
I just
You can reach out to me and I'll put you in touch with Raph.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate hanging out with the fellas, man. You know, we always get together, do some fun stuff. This is my first time being on the show on Jars on the Bluff, and you know, keep a jar close, and
Keep a jar close. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna coin that and put it on a T-shirt. Keep a jar close. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt. I'm gonna replace myself with a little bit of special something in the jar.
especially something in the jar.
Nice.
I hope we're out.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Give it up for
I'm
Raph.
gonna be with you.
Oh yeah, good times. Keep a jar close. I'm gonna remember
Comes
that
up
one.
with the stuff on the fly.
No, that's perfect. Keep a jar close. I love it. First Jars on the Bluff T-shirt will be we'll say keep a jar close. We're also going to have some T-shirts made up eventually that'll be available through my merch and also through Rhino's merch for the original name of the show, which we decided not to use.
I'm having a little bit of a crisis if we could wrap up a little early today. My dog is going like ape snap right now.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the boss calls, and the boss calls for us to end. And you can hear her in the background saying, "You gotta end the show."
Yeah, the boss is calling me.
So, remind everybody, how do you find us?
All right, everybody, you can find Rhino Blitz at YouTube, The Real Rhino Blitz. And you can find me at Twitter at Rhino Blitz 1589. I think it is what it is on Twitter. And on Twitch, it's at The Real Rhino Blitz. And Instagram, Rhino Blitz 1589. You can find me there. You can find KJ Cowboy Dan at collaborative with me on YouTube. And you can find him at Twitch and also Spotify.
That's right. You can find me on Spotify at KJ Cowboy Dan, where once we start getting some episodes edited up, today's a demo episode, so this episode may or may not be uploaded to Spotify, but our first episode, episode 1, which will be next week, will be available on Spotify after the show. Tonight, we will have, hopefully by the time the evening ends, we will have the Jars on the Bluff theme song available to my Spotify account. Look me up at KJ Cowboy Dan on Spotify. Join me. And if you follow me, I'll follow you as well. Also, you can find me on Twitter at KJ Cowboy Dan and other social medias as well. Once again, I want you to give it up for people in our chat. We had TCG dude in the chat. Find him on YouTube. Give him a follow. And don't forget about the one and only Super Fast Tortoise in the Shell. Find him every morning for the In the Shell Morning Coffee podcast. You will enjoy it, I guarantee. Join us next week here on Jars on the Bluff.
Yeah, thanks for shopping by, everybody.
Now,
So I kind of tongue stuttered there for a minute. Yeah, I run a channel around the Bluff. It's on YouTube as well. Ours is a pop culture variety channel, and we've had a lot of hiccups with technical issues and timing restraints and actual like crisis in my life. I had a crisis in my life that kind of made things wonky there. I don't want to disclose my crisis, but I had a family crisis that happened in the midst of the launch of my channel and had to attend to that. So that kind of complicated the scheduling of things and the run of things. And then OBS decided to take a crap when we went live for the first episode. So
what you're saying is we're working out the jank.
Yeah, we're working out the jank, guys.
We're getting the jank out of the tank, and we're going to get the jank so that way the show don't stank.
Yeah, that way so the show don't stank. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go and go to our theme song. Hopefully, for those people who didn't get a chance to hear the theme song earlier, can hear it now.
Bombastic. Smoke of the grass. Cowboy Dan, clink of the glass. Take a puff, feel the wonder. Rhino blitz, crash of thunder, hear the shoreline crack. Head in a jar, still running the band. Rhino stampede through the sand. Yeah. You're a dog, da da woke up, rolled up by the blunt, real fat and thick. Brain in a bottle, but the mind hits quick. Cartoon ink in the veins and computer glow. A safari with rhino blitz and the wild winds blow. Hooves in the surf, hear the shoreline smash. Not a stampede, no, we call it a crash. Laughs hit heavy with a baggie of stank. Puff, puff, fast, we got smoke in a tank. We're lost in the smoke, but the signal's clear. If the jar starts rattling, pull a crowd in near. No beat, no panic, just rhythm and truth. Your broski, did I offend you? No, pass the proof. Jaws in the bluff, raise it up, let it roar. Rhino blitz, thunder, shaking sea and shore. Who's got the sauce, who's bringing the fire? Skank it, stomp it, turn glass to water. Jaws in the bluff, don't hush the crack. Reyes on the mic, rhinos on the jars of bluff, don't hush the crash. Chaos on the mic, rhinos on a dash. The wild, she always bites while the horns stay rude. We on safari, rocking it right. Let the jungle show you something new.